It's really a unique experience that some organizations are in the process of interacting with the industry as well as the academia, and finally coming up with some of the things which are very important.
Subrat and the team Sync Education, very well done and our best wishes. Excellent initiative. Year after year, you are making it bigger and better. And our best wishes, and we look forward to work together. Thank you.
I think it's a great experience for me to come to an industry academia interface where we are talking about a lot of skill sets which the young generation needs to develop. And with a lot number of luminaries who are there at the conference, I think it's a mutual win-win for the industry and academia to collaborate further in the coming decade. I think all the best to the organizers of the event. It's a pleasure to be here and contribute to the outcomes of the proceedings of the conference.
I think it's a very relevant topic on which the entire Sync team has come together. When I was a management graduate and when I stepped into the corporate world, me and all my peers could feel that the B school fraternity just needs to upgrade itself regularly, continuously, and conferences like this is a great way to do that, to bridge that gap between what is required and what is being taught. Also, personally, it has been a humbling experience for me because I had my ex-director, ex-professor. So, all the best to the entire team. It was a great experience and I'm sure you guys will go places.
I'm really delighted to get associated with Sync Education, and at the same time I'm also equally happy the way the Sync Education has grown in the last few years, and it has contributed significantly towards its stakeholders. I am also delighted that today's session on industry academia interface that has also gone very well, and we have seen people from industry as well as from academia sharing their insight and also the challenges that both these sectors are facing. And it is good for us that we keep on organizing such forums so that we refresh ourselves and we also understand the trends that is happening globally going forward.
This is a very good conference on talking about the future competencies that is required these days. See, in current times, the disruptions are happening because of technology. So, what are the skills that is required to be successful in future? So, this conference has invited the leaders from the academia and from the industry to talk about it, and essentially they are focusing on three subject areas or three sentient areas: marketing, finance, and HR. We just had the marketing theme discussion. I think it was quite interesting, and even for the panel members to know what all thoughts are in the minds of people as well as from the audience.
This is the conference for aligning academia with the industry. It is very useful for employment generation and for the need of the industry as per the graduates, postgraduates churned out by the MBA and other institutions. I have a good experience. Now this is the third such conference. A lot of brainstorming has been got done earlier in the conference where academicians sat and decided the future competencies which will be needed to be developed for finance graduates, for the people of marketing and for HR. So it is going to be very useful for the industry. Thank you.
I've been attending these industry academia roundtables by Sync, and I think it is extremely significant that one of the insistent themes which is emerging from the discussions of how different domains of marketing, the requirement of the industry and the supply side of things, that is the campuses, how they are managing to meet those requirements. One of the insistent themes which is coming up is not just innovation, but the innovativeness. Innovation is this, you bring out new products, new things every day, but innovativeness is how do you add inimitability to an organization? So this to me is a very serious competency I think industry is asking for. It'd be interesting because you are so much part of the technology domain. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I think it's very true. In India, if you look at it as an organization, we basically lack, the perspective of thinking. Thinking in terms of how should my product look like, how should my services look like, how should I market those products, and do I really market them considering my audience? Do I really design them considering my audience? So what I understand is that if you want to really develop competencies and interaction between academia and industry should definitely come forward, because currently academia is spreading hands and they need some very strong backup from industry and from the day one. Day one means when I enter the campus, I should have somebody to tell me, hey, you don't worry. If you are good in your curriculum, if you're good in your workshops, if you're good in your projects, I am there. But that is typically missing. So yeah, sad part is in many of the incidents I have seen that even students go for internships, industry managers are not really helping them.
Wonderful experience joining here, and I would like to congratulate Subrat and his whole team for meticulously planning this event. The hard work behind the event is clearly visible.
Yeah, this is one conference that one looks forward to every year. And like the last two editions, this conference was one better than the last two editions in terms of the kind of people that they are able to bring about, the kind of discussion, and the kind of arrangement. So congratulations to Subrat and his whole team. They've done a wonderful job, and I hope that next year we'll have a conference and with an even greater amount of scale and success.
So this third edition of Industry Academia Conference is one of the great experience, and it covered all aspects of the future competencies for developing leaders. Lot of intellectual discussions, industry academia, good balance was there. So many important topics related to competencies were discussed, which are going to be useful for business school as well as industry. And these two important stakeholders, they came together under the banner of IAC third edition, and I am sure this will not only add value for academia and industry, but it also helps to raise the bar of business schools at global level.
It has been a great experience to be part of this Industry Academia conference. This is a great initiative which gives a platform for both the parties to interact together for the better future of India.
This program actually gave us excellent learning in terms of academics, and I guess the icing on the cake was really Dr. Singh's the pearls of wisdom, as I would like to put it, at every point of time, and the way in which he summed up the way in which the future of management education looks like. So overall, I think it was an excellent day spent here with lots of learning is what I'm going back. Thanks.
It was really a wonderful event, and definitely I have some key takeaways to even take along with me. Definitely when I'm a faculty in finance, so certain areas like fintech, blockchain, and regulatory aspects in finance like IBC, right? These aspects definitely, already we have some part of that, but we'll definitely try to even incorporate other aspects in our curriculum as well. So I once again congratulate the organizers. Thank you.